And I'm part of learning. Both my brother and I here today to support him and support the Department office. Also the Secretary Treasurer of Waterfront. And we just have a lot of discrepancies in that small point. So I guess
My name is Beards and Moon, or Afraid of the Moon. Ponca, just in there, Potawatomi. And my brother helped raise me, and he's taught me everything I know that's about our Ponca ways and our Sundance ways. And I try to follow everything that he does. He's really knowledgeable about our language. Our mother was also a fluent speaker, and she taught us multiple languages. My mom was fluent in French and Spanish and Ponca, and even Big Latin. But Eagle's the one that kept absorbed all of it, and the rest of us we chose to go on, live our colonized lives, but we're trying to come back to our traditional ways. And I'm here to support my brother as he does. Whether it's, at church, culture, Sundance, or sweat lodge.
My name is Alphonse Leroy. I'm married to Eagle Officer, Attendant. I'm here to support my brother-in-law, wherever he can, spread, singing, dancing, language. I'm slowly picking up some language, but not very much.
I'm Kevin Kimball. It's my mom. They their brother and sister like that. It's my uncle. We're going to start out with trying to join the NHC, learning from a different way. Hopefully one day we all be fluently in our language like that. Maybe we'll be one band. Yeah. I'm Kevin Kimball.
She's actually the younger one there, Rod. That's the Eagle's daughter.
It's actually we're talking to Emily Smith. My name is Emily Smith. I'm a tribal member. And it's good to see everybody here. It's good to hear the relationships that they're making right now. So I hope that this program goes on longer. Thank you.
I'm Christy Conrad now. I was originally a Smith. My grandfather was William Smith. Our family is kind of strayed away from the tribe, and I'm trying to get us back. So,
She's a Smith too.
You guys both are related.
so yeah, I'm just trying to get our family back into the tribe.
This is awesome.
I'm James Baker. We just moved here, trying to get back in with the tribe traditionals and stuff. My family comes from the Pretty Bowl line.
I'm Teresa Baker, and I'm James's wife. I'm not a member of the tribe except for the name of James. But I'm here to support the tribe and learn the language with him so we can speak it.
There you go.
Traditionally, you're Ponca woman now.
Oh,
Oh, down this one? Yeah.
After Nancy. My name is Nancy, and I'm here with my husband, supporting my husband, Sean.
Oh.
I'm also
It's nice to see everyone. It's very good to have all these good people here and good feelings. It feels really good in here, so I appreciate that. Jaje Rita Sean, working with Eagle to figure out how to say my Ponca name. Ponca because my grandma did give me a Ponca name, but I don't know how to pronounce it properly. My Ponca people are the Panishka family. And we will also help me to figure out how how to translate that properly. I didn't know for the mystery fraud, but we're just really fortunate that we're starting this journey up here in the north to learn the language. And it's so important that we made this commitment along with Eagle to start this journey. Because like a lot of people say, once we lose our language and our culture, we're just not Ponca the way that our ancestors will recognize us anymore. So, thank you all for being here.
Ishaje Witete Raven Perales. I'm from Sioux City. I'm the chairman of the Language and Culture Committee. We've been together almost a year now, so it's good to see that these classes are going. It's good to see all you people here, relatives from Oklahoma. I'm glad you guys are here to share your knowledge and what you know. You guys are all in good health. I welcome everybody here, the guests willing to learn. This is why we did it. We want people to learn. We're glad to see them, and you guys are on my size. I'm glad to see all this. And I'm glad that we're doing it. And again, the end game here is that we have people who can speak the language, that know the culture, that know what they need to know. Because I was thinking about, just to get a little tangent here, when my grandma passed, no one remembered her Indian name. So when they were burying her, the guy heading her ceremony cried because he said, I should be calling her home by her name. But it's gone. Nobody knows it. And I thought about that with my own mortality, as one does when that happens. And I think, what do I know? What's going to happen when I go? Or when we go? What's left? And we're hopefully fighting that. We're fighting that colonization. We're fighting those things. So hopefully we'll have it. Hopefully we will. We're seeing this go. So hopefully we'll continue.
I'm Shayna LaPointe. I am the Lincoln representative for the committee. I'm from Niagara, Nebraska originally, and I'm Ponca through my grandma's side. She's a right, and then get to do my grandma's side. So I just joined the committee like 3 months ago, so I'm really excited to be here. They did all the work for the last year, pushing it through, but I'm glad to see everyone here today. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. He's actually been talking about you, Chica. Probably a lot of time. You do baby become you just do come. There you are, I'm got this. Not the index. Talk about shit. What's on me? There you are, got this. All over there. Today, our Ponca people are standing together, unified. From the south, Mostel, we're here today to bring this back, no matter how far we have come from one another. Today, we're going to have to keep carrying this on in the way it's supposed to be, that we're one nation, that we're not better than one another, that we're just as pitiful and just as great as each other. We might be from different tribes, Wahida, come. Shalom, Ponca. I come from the Ponca tribe. I come from Citizen Prairie Band originally, and then it went to Citizen Band. My father's father, down the line, they were Potawatomi. They came from the Prairie Band, and they came to Oklahoma in the 1800s, and they became Citizen Band to get recognized and help from them. And they married a full-blooded Ponca woman. On my father's side, we come from Rob, we come from Primo, we come from Roy, and Little Standing Buffalo. And then from there on, we come from Penu, the Yellow Buffalo Bull, McDonald, which is standing on the way. They knew the Gahi, Buffalo Bull Chief. On my mother's side, we come from the highest ranking of our people because we have two classes amongst Ponca. The first class and the second class. If you didn't know that, it might not be in that book on them on it, but it's the truth. We come from different classes. My mother married below her class. My mother's from the top, and she comes from Wagon. She got Little Hoe or Little Ray. and he was married into Whitetail, Sindexco, which was the main chief in the beginning, before White Eagle and Legasoff got that role. The Montcalm clan, but he didn't have no sons left. He didn't have any at all. He had daughters that were killed by one of the Sioux bands, and then they killed them. Some people say it's Comanche, I don't know for sure. But our family, on my mother's side, became the head chief from Legasoff, White Eagle, Horse Chief Eagle, down to our lineage of Simon Horse Chief Eagle, one named after Montchusing. Then it was originally given to Montchusing, a little grizzly bear. But he was a different kind of man. He was a killer, vicious, brave man, they say. He gave it to his brother, Wegasoff. And that's how on my mother's side they became the main chieftain. And she also comes from Wachigata, Little Dance, and she comes from the highest people I can say, like I told you, but she married below to my father because he's Walkerhead, he's a half-breed, even though me and my sisters, my siblings right here, we're Ponca. But it doesn't matter, you follow, as a patrilineal, you follow your father's side, you're always going to be what he was. So in our organization, it doesn't matter, it follows 99% Ponca. You know, it doesn't matter. And that line carrying down, I'll always be that clan. And most of you sitting here follow the same clan as I am. And today we have become the biggest clan amongst the Ponca, north and south. And that's what we are today. Is you have to be proud of who you are. You know, before this day's end, you know, we're going to give Ricky Jr. a Ponca name. And I don't know if there's any other people, but down the road, we're going to have to do this. We have to bring it back. I have to teach people, like, you know, my different brothers that are here and your sisters, you're going to have to come to that deal, but you're going to have to name your children and your grandchildren, because that's just how it always is with our families. In the old days, they said the Montcalm clan did that for our people. The medicine clan was the one that named them. But today, as it changed, our cultures have changed. It becomes the grandfather or the grandmother, or the father or the mother, depending on how the circumstance may be. And so we have to get that to where we're going to do that. You know, I told Sean about it, I told Rick about it, and a few other people that come to this class. You know, you don't have to be special to be able to name somebody. You know, sometimes people get so wrapped up in the tribal and cultural politics. I'm not talking about our business committees, I'm talking about different things, because as clan members, we have taboos and we have rights. Each of us have that certain type of right that works, it coincides with the tribe and it runs together. But today, a lot of that it ain't lost, we just don't do it no more. And maybe we can start bringing them back here. Maybe we can start bringing them back at home, because some people don't even like it at home. You know, they just want to be how they are, colonized, they're okay with that. And we're never going to be who we were back in the day, but it's who we're going to become today or tomorrow. That we have to worry about is our present day and our future. And so, with that said, Shana.
Oh, Jaja Wikake, Ricky Wright Jr. I'm the culture director up here. First, I want to say my name for all you guys showing up. It means a lot to us. It really does. I'm hoping that we can start to do a lot more things together. We are one people. I remember that sometimes. So thank you guys. Secondly, we've been working with the committee for a long time. We've come a long ways. It's been a long process. It's been difficult sometimes. We've had our ups and downs with things, but we're here now, and that's the important thing. I'm thankful for Eagle. I can't say enough, for his knowledge and just cultural expertise, and just being able to share that language and really to revitalize and bring that back up here. That's, as culture director, that's been one of my most important things, is getting that language back. So it's difficult, but we got to start somewhere. And I'm glad, we're starting with Eagle. So thank you guys, and thank you all for being here. So,
my name is Katie Yonker. Ricky would be my first cousin. Kimberly is my aunt, my dad's sister, Auntie Mary. The one thing I think I really enjoy about this committee is we had a goal in mind, and we kind of fight for Eagle, and we got him, and we got him here, and now it's time to put in the work. But And thank you guys for coming up and, you know, I grew up in the Niagara area, you know, playing in the river up there and, you know, we always heard stories, but we never had the language. And so what you guys can offer, you know, we have the stories to share. So, again, thank you and thank you everyone for coming. So, thank you.
My name is Nanette Erickson. My father was Mark Paniska, and he was from Mark Paniska Sr., and he was from Niagara, grew up on the reservation. I was given an Indian name by my grandfather, Lee, which is very sad. But I grew up learning words and phrases, but not the language. And I'm very excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
My name's Kimberly Youngker. My mom was Rita Iron Thunder, and the way I was taught was Monse England. My grandpa Charlie was from down south, but I've never ever considered us to be southern or northern Poncas because I know on our Trail of Tears we lost 1 in 3 Poncas on our walk from Niagara to Oklahoma, and you know, so I've never considered us to be separate, ever. And my mom was born down in Oklahoma, so, and my grandpa Ernest has told me lots of stories, you know, and my grandpa Charlie, from what I can remember of him, my great-grandpa. And I know that we're all related, you know, and in God's eyes we are. And I prayed for Eagle Run because I know we did go up against, I put on the prayer chain. We have a lot of prayer warriors in my church, and I prayed and asked God to bring you because it really, when you speak, my spirit is alive. I hear that language, you know, and it just brings joy to my heart, you know. And this is my nephew, Ricky. It's my sister's boy. This is my brother's daughter over here, Katie. Mary is my first cousin, so it's my mom's sister's daughter. And this is my youngest boy out of 5 boys. This is Easton. And I have 4 older boys. They're all married. I have 6 grandchildren and 2 more on the way. So I have some really good boys. And they all serve the Lord, and I'm happy to say that.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So I do believe that, you know, one day I'll see Standing Bear there. I think that there's so much tragedy in that, and I've read that Trail of Tears several times, you know, that, you know, when you see so much trauma and stuff like that, sometimes, you know, you turn like that and you look to God, because I know that we all grew up too in a lot of trauma and a lot of things that happened to us as kids, you know, and we got, you know, turned away. My grandma told me a lot of stories about, you know, she just went over here to that Genoa Indian school. And she told me a lot of things, you know, and I just prayed because I'm thankful for what we got today. We got medicine, we got pharmacy, we got the clinics, you know, and I'm thankful for that because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people got to pay thousands of dollars a month for that, you know. So I'm really thankful. I'm thankful to be on this language committee, and I know there's some good people on here. I'm really proud of Raven stepping up, and you had a lot of good things to say today, Sean. I'm glad you're here. Mrs. Point, I'm glad you're here, and you're a teacher. I'm proud of you for that. And I'm very proud of my nephew. I know that he carried exceptional grades all through college. You know, he was on the president's list, you know, and I struggled a little bit with college, but I made it through. But, you know, it was difficult for me. I had to really study hard. I appreciate, you know, when that comes natural for people. I'm really proud, you know, that you guys are here, my relatives, because we are one. I just consider us all one because we weren't removed because we wanted to be removed. We were removed because they forced us to be removed, you know. And I don't hold that, you know. My ex-husband was non-native, you know, and as you can see, he's, you know, he looks a little bit more like his dad, but he's native and he knows that, and he's proud to be. You know, he's going to be our head boy this year at the powwow. I'm real happy, and he wants to speak with you later, after we're done here. So I'm really happy to be here. Proud to be who I am. You know, there was a time when I was growing up as a little girl that my mom sent us to all them white schools when kids made fun of me. You know, I had a hard time growing up. Had to fight a lot of times, you know, and I wasn't proud. And that's sad. You know, I wasn't to my brother, I think, married this native girl probably about 10 years ago, and she wore beautiful jewelry and stuff, you know. And I was proud. And I seen that. It made me proud of who I am. To be a Native American woman, you know. And they're beautiful, beautiful people. Very beautiful. So, just proud to be here. Proud to be serving with all of you guys.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, I'm Mary Robertson. I grew up in Norfolk, Nebraska. I come from Joanne Knudsen Iron Thunder. My grandpa's Ernest Iron Thunder. My grandma was Amelia Babe. They called her Babe. She was the youngest of 13 girls. Babe Knudsen. I married a Pine Ridge, full-blooded Pine Ridger. And my girls, you know, I'm glad and thankful that you guys are all here and we're doing this, because my girls have represented the Ponca tribe in the arena. They grew up in the arena, and they've been princess a lot of times, warrior and little miss and junior, and you know, we learned from Southern Poncas. They'd come up and say, hey, you're doing a good job. Come to our camp, come here, you know, or have her go this way, or stay back here a little bit. You know, just little things that my girls really latched onto and taught us. So I have one that can speak Ponca and introduce herself, and one that speaks Lakota. So they're going to hopefully teach each other, because the battle of the language there. But they're trying, they're teaching each other and correcting each other. But so very, very grateful for all you guys. Safe travels to everybody. This is just epic for our tribes. I mean, and we're pitiful. We're trying, we want to learn, but I think they've bucked heads so much. You know, somebody tries to come in and teach us, and then I think they get some backlash, and then that person quits, and then we get a new person, and then you guys try to come and help us again, and we get a new person. So hopefully Ricky's here to stay, everybody's here to stay, and we can all work together and get this going, because it's going to be awesome. Thank you guys, and welcome. Who are you?
My name is Easton Humphrey, and breaking my country, killing my cousin, and killing my mother, and this is my
Your godmother. What you say?
Hi, I'm Jessica Hitchcock, and I'm our media person with the Ponca Tribe of Nebraska. I am not Native, and it is my honor, and I'm very humbled to be able to help record this new chapter of the history of the Poncas.
Oh, go ahead on, Sister Stacy, Barbara Coney. Introduce yourself, we can hear you.
Ijaje Wishke Stacy Larvey, Ponca Ijaje Mekae. My name is Stacy Larvey. And my Ponca name is Star. It was inherited from my grandpa Ben. I have 4 Ponca names, but my last one that I had mentioned is my chosen name. My father had given it to me before he passed away. because my great grandfather Benjamin Larvey had that name, and that was his name, and he took care of my grandfather. And my father told me that because I'm taking care of him, he is now giving me my grandfather's name. And so to me, that is my rightful name. I'm also the Tribal Historic Preservation Officer with the Ponca tribe. And outside of work, I am a Ponca member as well. I come from the Standing Bear line, and I am a mama as well, and I am trying to bring back our medicines and foods and foodways, and I would like to bring in the language into that, because that is how I was taught. I was raised up along the Niobrara and Missouri rivers, and we lived basically on the land with my grandfather, and my father took my twin and I out a lot. And my grandfather, he could speak Ponca, and I remember staying up there before he got sick, and he was already an old man. He was already in his 80s, and we'd stay on his back porch during the summers because it was hot, and he would just sit in his rocking chair and he'd sing in Ponca, and he'd speak in Ponca, and he had relatives that would come from Oklahoma, and they would speak with him in Ponca as well, and I could hear these conversations. I was so little. I could speak some Ponca when I was younger, but throughout time, if you don't nest it within your homes and you don't use it or hear it, you lose it. So now as I'm hearing these words, I'm starting to recognize them as an adult. And but yeah, I'm just so proud of everything we're accomplishing, and in the culture side and the language and just everything that we had a lot of growth since even the last 30 years of being reinstated, and I'm hoping we'll get to a point where we start learning from our Mosh Day relatives, and they learn from us as well, and we just learn as one whole tribe. Because like Auntie Kimberly said, we're all one people. But I guess that's the rundown for me, Weeble, huh?
Oh.
Can you hear me? My name is Connie. I'm a enrolled Southern Ponca. I was adopted out before the ICWA, which is the Indian Child Welfare Act, was enacted in, I think, 72 or 73. And I was adopted out to the east coast of the United States, so pretty much by myself out there. My grandfather was John McDonald. His brother was Augustus McDonald. My mom was Judy McDonald. I live in Georgia. I have myself and my husband here, and that's his brother, and we have no other family here. So in Georgia, we're just kind of alone here. We're trying to work our way out there. We really don't have the means currently, but we're trying. Let's see, I'm 55 years old. I'm an old lady, sort of. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it. I don't have much to tell because I don't know much about my history. So thank you for allowing me to be here. We've done.
Latite Uda, Ijaje, Witake, Barbara, Salvatore. I'm full of goosebumps and tingles because this is so exciting to me. I've been working with Eagle for a couple of years, trying to learn and having everybody gathered in one room, sharing themselves and a meal, and to have relatives from the South here to teach. I'm just overjoyed. I'm just really, really blessed and happy to be here. And thank you all for coming. Sean?
Hi, everybody. My name is Marissa Reddy. I'm a member of Ponca tribe, Nebraska. I'm the direct descendant of Chief standing here. My dad's name is Tom Wright. His parents were Adolph and Cheryl Wright. And also, my mom was a uncle in Dakota. So I know some words from that language as well. But I think it's awesome that you guys are doing this. I didn't even know anything about this until like 2 days ago. It's been on Facebook. So I just want to say thank you for all the effort that everybody's doing. It's good. I try to learn more about my culture, on both sides. I'm also married to my first uncle, but I'm that. So, I used to have kind of the same. But yeah, I just really try to walk and learn my culture these days, I'm sober. I've also started a female talking circle for Indigenous women, I know Barbara's participating in it. But I just try to walk a good life now, and I just, once again, I want to say thank you guys. Are you guys done going through it?
Yeah, you're done. You just came in right on time.
Wow. Okay, Jaja, we could say Andy Circle. Andy Circle, outside of AC, District 1 rep for Traffic Council. And I'm glad that people here in person and you guys are up here, so this is good to have in person. People's doing a good job of doing the classes online, which it does take away from the learning, and it's hard to teach when it's online, but it's a class, so it's awesome that you're here in person and practicing the homelands. I'm glad there's a good turnout and you guys are all here, so this is good. I apologize for being late. Have my kids, some of my kids here with us. And I want to say congratulations to the newlyweds. Yeah, congratulations. So,
I just want to say it's another thing that makes it even more historical. We got 2 council members, one from Oklahoma, one from Nebraska. That's real historical, and that is both women. I told my sister, they don't believe me, but this year, in the years to follow, our Ponca women are going to do great things. Yes. You guys have a lot on your shoulders. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to my brother-in-law, Merton Carmen.
I was thinking a couple games, earlier, comment, a lot of things have changed over the years, and, we throughout the years lost language, but through it all, our people have learn to adapt to some form. You know, we've retained our language to a certain aspect. We use it in ceremonies, we use it, you know, some use it in the Native American church, some use it in the church, you know, and we know that the government years ago were planning to eliminate this. That's one of the things they want to do is take the language away through the church. But I think over the years, you know, my grandma, her parents, they learned to, that was their way of survival. That was their way of getting through things that happened in the 1900s and not to come over here. And they learned to lean on God. And I heard a comment that there was a belief in the Lord. And I believe this, that it says in Proverbs, it talks about the plan in the heart of man. You know, it doesn't matter what they have, the plans they have, if it's the Lord's plan that develops. And I think that's what has got us through so far. Even though things that may have happened years ago, we're still here. And you know, I was thinking, and as time goes by, it's up to us. And I think we're at a point now that we can no longer explain what's happened in the 1800s. Because today, it's a different world. We're not restrained to the, you know, they may say things, they may say, we'll talk about hair or whatever, but, you know, some of our grandmas and some of our people, you know, we're not subject to that. We're not subject to the, you know, washing our hair with you know, with the hair, doing things, putting them in basements, the treatment they face. Today, we got a little bit more freedom. And now our tribes are starting to expand more. You know, we got that power. And I think as we grow and we can, I always believe if we can all come together as one, all the tribes in the United States, we have more power. For some reason, we've always had that victory, we've always had that division. And that was also caused by the government, here and here and here. But I think if we could ever come all together as one, we can change a lot of things in the United States. But what I wanted to do is sing a couple songs. We have proper hymns in our community, our church, and we have several churches there. But I would say personally, it's helped change my life. And it's helped, you know, bring me closer. You know, as independent people, we know that we struggle with alcoholism. And to me, that was one way to help me. I believe our Lord, that's how He reached out to me. He helped me through our song. So I just wanted to sing a couple songs, and you know, that we sing in our church and we sing out in the community. You know, not only, you know, good times, and sometimes we get to sing from funerals and, you know, just help our people, but that's what I'm singing a couple songs. We You know, we sing all of these songs back home. We have almost 90-some songs. And, you know, during the time, people went and then they were forced to go to church. You know, I think there are people, they learn. You know, and back home we have translated hymns and we're able to sing their own language. And I think, like my folks and, you know, all of our relatives, that's what they did. You know, growing up, my grandma, born in the 20s. But her grandma, they were born in the 21. And that's what they learned. Back home we have the songs we sing, we sing at the Methodist church. We were all Methodists. And I know we face it back home, some of them, you know, we always have that argument. That's not our way. However, our grandmas and some of our, that's what they accepted. They learned, they made these songs, they made church hymns, they applied it in their life, they say it all the time. And today, you know, you go to our churches and like the Methodist church, you know, we have different families, they all have their songs that they sing. And, you know, like I say, we're part of the Methodist, so a lot of the songs we sing are all Methodist, but You know, there's several of us, several years, Grandpa Lewis, these songs were dying out. There weren't that many people that were singing. All the people that sang, they were all, you know, a lot of them were gone. But through him, through learning how, with this, how you start writing language, and him, we were able to learn several, myself, Brian Stoner, Derek Whitehorn, Bruce Johnson, yeah, Candy would come, Eagle would come, but Dr. Lewis, through his writing, that's how he taught us. So I know that if we can work everybody works together, it's easy to. At first, it's kind of hard to learn it, but then once you keep at it, this was from 2006. So, you know, we're 16 years down the road, but because we kept at it, you keep at it, you know, you'll be able to pick it up, you know, you retain it. And now, you know, we can micro look at it, you know, read it, and that's one of the things is, you know, our brother Eagle doing this. One day, everybody here will be able to, if you keep at it, it's not something that you just look at it, come to class, you have to be involved. It's just like going to school. You know, you have to be determined, you have to be dedicated. You know, and it's not just being something you got to do. What I used to do, I'd write out and, when I would hear the word, and I write out in English how it sounded to me. And once Dr. Lewis started teaching us, then I seen how the words were a little different. When we hear it, you know, we kind of, because of English, we put our own touch on it. And we'll write it out, and that's how we say it. But once you learn it in these diacritics, how to put it down, then you'll realize how these words are different and how to pronounce them. You know, I'm just thankful, like I said, it helped my life. And I think if you help a lot of you, I don't know what your belief is. That first song we are saying, it's thinking that God is good, the Lord. And, you know, we sing those songs and we're thinking, we have songs for different events or occasions. Sometimes, you know, we have a lot of them we do sing for funerals. And a lot of our people, you know, they're from different, like I said, we have the Baptists, we have Nazarene, Methodist, we have full gospel. And a lot of these singers of these songs, composers, they all were, one was Baptist, and they'll have their own songs they sing. Then some are Methodist, some are Nazarene. A lot of Nazarene is where a lot of these tribal hymns originated from. Then they just started breaking out. And in the last song I'm saying, it talks about Jesus. That, you know, he's good. He's good for our life. And that we lean on it, we depend. We depend on him. So it's kind of a praise song. So when you, me, I mean, this time I feel I depend on him because he helps me. And I'm not here to say everybody has to follow the Lord, but that's everybody's choice. But for me, that has developed me. You know, in my struggles in life, but today, you know, I do get help, and he's our preacher. But he's always said that music can help you. You need, like when you're sad, in everyday life, you can almost apply a certain type of music, but we're feeling down, or we got a song that'll uplift us, and I think that's the way our people did a long time ago. Whenever maybe they were lonely or they got a song, and that's what's, unique to those people. They have a song for almost every occasion. And when church sings, that was giving thanks to our Lord. And we have several, like I say, on some songs where Dr. Lewis is working on a hymn book now, and eventually it will come out. But there's a lot of songs, you don't repeat them, and it's just like in this language, if you don't practice, you'll forget it. You know, in college, I took 5 hours of Spanish, and when I was done, it was instant. And that was several years ago, but I haven't used it. I used it in class, and I was like, hey, but everybody thought I was an expert. So, fast forward, 10, 15 years down the road, I can barely remember anything. I didn't use it. So with this language, Ponca language, I think, since everybody's Ponca, it's an aid in our you could say, our heart. And as long as you have the will to continue, this is the start of the day. And that's how I learned. Just through these songs, then you start learning. And like some of our Native American songs, I used to think "thee" was a word, but all they did is they broke it off and it's "thee." And I used to think that was a word, and then I found out what they did. They cut the words and just applied to the song. So if you just listen to a song and not understanding how it was composed, and you'll think that's a word. So, I just want to thank you guys, and we can sing all night. Maybe one day we can, I don't know if you guys have I know there's a Methodist church up this way, but we like to sing. I do, I know Candy does, and I think it brings healing. It's rejoicing. Plus, I sing for the Lord. That's how I feel every day. Every day, got a lot of songs to sing and driving down the road and by myself. I always keep them in my memory. I always sing that way. And then, like I said, there's different songs. Maybe one day we can come up again. We have a lot of the translated hymns. And there's 12 of them. I just want to thank you guys. And, thank you for the food. And welcome our family up here. And we can continue this relationship. I always believe, like I said, my grandma used to lead there. Grandma, her name was Pearl. When you come down south, I always wondered that. Why there's always that separation. How come they only use blood down south, they won't use the blood quantum up north? I think we're all, earlier she said, iron tender. His son is William. So you take all these, when you start seeing these things, and we got a lot of information that talks about, they got names like iron horse, different names in Ponca. That all they use that iron is they look at it as like it's strong. So there's a significance in these names, how they gave them people. Then you have the names on the colors, different hawks, different birds. So once you guys start learning, then you'll start picking up on the language, then you'll want to learn more. Throughout the years, and that was one of the things, the Eagles, all these years have collected a lot of information. And one of the things I did is through the hymns, I go to these houses that I knew sang, or they had videotape or recordings, or some even had to do it real. But I think you have to be persistent in learning. sometimes I go to somebody's door 8 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, it's like, dang, this kid out here, you know, banging on my door 8 o'clock. But then at first it was looking at me like, hey, what do you want? And after a while, keep coming, and he started divulging information to me, giving willing to give it. That's how I learned. Well, I just thank you guys. Enjoy it.
We're going, sing that one, I look at my sister, this is the only song that I ever heard a woman start in our Ponca tribe. The women don't usually start songs unless they make them themselves or have dream songs or different kinds of songs that God or the spirits gave them. But this song was first sung I heard by a woman in 2006 named Melanie Feathers. And after that, she kind of opened the door for our younger women, including my sisters. But the original one that started songs was our grandmother, Francine Biggles. And she come from the Horse Chief Eagle family. That's what we all come down from. That's the one line I forgot to mention earlier. We come from a higher class on that, but our dad's side, we come from not up there like everybody else. But if you want to sing that for
a song that they sang it, Take My Life, Let It Be. And it's one of these Christian hymns. Back then, they say Alice, her name was Alice Smith. She was the one that a lot of times back then they would come up with songs. Hey, they sang that song in church, so they put the words together. That's what they sing to that melody. Take My Life. And that song was older than I am. I'm 46. I think, like I said, That was their way of older people. That was their way of coping. That was their way of getting through with life. A lot of the hardship they faced in, they were able to make their songs. You know, we have different songs that, you know, with the big drum. Some of them now, they used to have different ceremonies. When the government came in and changed that, saying you can no longer do this. So they adapted some of the songs, you know, like with the Sundance, they adapted some of those ways and put it into the name church. Some of the what they took and do, so they put it in their songs, making hymns. And I think they're beautiful hymns. I don't know if you guys have any up here that you have in your church or that you lead, but I know growing up, that's how we were taught. I mean, each family, like these guys and grandma, they were part of our church, the Methodist church. The older, they had like kind of like they were like the main pieces of the church. They had different families, and now that they're gone, it's up to us to continue that. Where they left off, for us to continue. I said one day we can come up, maybe some of our church members or that sing these songs, they can come up.
Those songs mean a lot to us. Like I said, these songs that we sing right here, they're not just our songs, they're your songs too. Our whole genre is massive amongst the Ponca people. All of us sing here, that's really singing. My sister and my brother-in-law, we know a lot of songs in Ponca, but we don't know even half of them. There's just so many, our repertoire is so massive. We can sing with them, but to say we just know them, we don't, because there's too many of them to remember, and you got different groups here and there, and different genres of these different types of songs in our ceremonies and our culture. This song, I'm going to sing 2 songs, and I'm going to get off of the language, because I don't know, we're running out of time, I believe. I got all day, but I know some of you probably got to be somewhere. This is what I do, I live and breathe the language in prayer. This first song I'm going to sing, my uncle made this song. I'm going to translate it to you, and it just says, I remember him, my father. And the whole time, I always talked to my uncle here, he was talking about his dad, but he wasn't talking about his dad, he was talking about Wakanda. And one of my younger cousins, it was his own son, Robert, he told me this last year sometime. We were talking, and I told him about that song, and I said, no matter where I go with powwows, they sing this song, and this Ponca song, it's sung everywhere, they don't even know what it means. And even I knew what the little translation means, but I didn't know the story behind it. Yeah, it was a beautiful story, I'll tell you when I'm done singing it. My brother-in-law and sister could have me sing it. I love my hand drum. They brought me when I sing without a drum. Bring it. We got it. You got it now? Oh, you got it now? I'll take it out of the drum. But this song is sung with a drum, big drum or hand drum. And Kugere, I would say, drum, Kugere, Nathan Gaku. Sometimes people say it different ways. They say big drum or drum. You say a peely drum, the water drum, you say Nefe. A hand drum, you just say Gaku, Blaska. Or some people say Gaku, Jinga. Or a hand drum. The song I'm singing, and the next song, I'll let you guys pick out of Ugazi song, a children's song that was made when we lost all the children coming from the south.
May I interrupt you for a second?
Go ahead.
If I, on my phone, I can get the song, if I can write that out for you, can you translate it for me?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to do that so that when we're done, I can give it to you. Then I'll give you my email also, so you can send me the translations that way.
Okay. If you go on, several years ago, to keep our songs alive, and in 2008, we got together a lot of our elders, and they were kind of instrumental in a lot of these hymns. So what we did, we got together and we made a CD. I probably the only one has it left. Everybody, they made one copy, and I still have mine. But what we can do is, to me, it's not mine. Sit in a CD or whatever, or you can flash drive, or it doesn't matter. I mean, that anyway, if you want to learn, you have all the interpretations, all the songs. You have a book. Like I said, I did it in English first, and phonics, and learn how to did it. And when you did the class, then it's all written down.
Well, I'm kind of like you. I had over 8 years in high school and college, and I had to pass for my degree at the university. I had to speak fluently, but because I didn't have the practice at home, I can't speak very well today. So I need something, and my memory's not real good to begin with. So I thought maybe with this one song, it's something I almost remember all the time. So if you can translate that for me, it'd be a lot easier for me to get the words down, because I already know the general purpose or the general outline of the songs.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
The song we're gonna sing, my uncle made it, like I was saying, and then I'm gonna sing one other song, and I'll let y'all pick out of it. You guys song, a children's song. I wouldn't sing all three of them, but I don't want to overwhelm you with music. I want you guys to start picking these songs up, and I've been practicing with my students to sing, a certain set of songs so that they could learn it. But this song, we're going to sing it, comprehension song. That song, the simple song that just says, I remember my father. That's talking about whenever I never in my life thought this would even pertain to Christianity. Because of the way the words are spoken, all the time about Christian songs that made us one. From Alpha Henry, one of our great composers and singers that's well known throughout the United States as a follow-up singer and ceremonial singer. And that song, one time he was feeling bad and he was thinking about God and he was thinking about Jesus. When Jesus got nailed on that cross. And he was talking about them two people, the sinners or the robber and murderer, or whatever they might have been, that everyone is left and is right. And he was thinking about how Jesus must be thinking about his dad, remember his father. Yeah, I didn't even know that till my cousin, Robert Collins, he's a tribal vice chairman. He told me that, even though I know the little translation, I didn't know the story behind it, but came to Christ. This next song, we'll see the God is song. Some people call me God, he got things he won't. And they use these songs as giveaways, but in the old days when Ponca was still up here in South Dakota, Nebraska, every morning, whether they had an earth lodge or teacher or whatever dwelling they lived in, they used to sing. Our old people told us that they would go out before the sun was coming up. And they sing these songs, and after they sung them, then they talked to God. They prayed, they talked to Ponca like he was right there with them. And these songs kept me through my years of incarceration as a non-violent offender. It made me think about, how to get through that, all the years, a long time, been gone 11 years and some change. Anyway, these songs are really emotional, you know, when you get to sing them, when you start learning them. You know, like I told you, our genre, and our Ponca culture, and our Ponca language has a lot of songs. And it's real, it's so beautiful, you know, it's hard not to feel emotional. Well, we're going to get on to the language portion of it real quick. I think it's got a whiteboard on I never seen it like that. That's because it's just usually all I do is build it's from my mom, not from my
Oh, that's I gotta get out of the There you go, you should be able to do it now.
We're going to take about a 15-minute break to go outside. You know, we got a little bit time right here. I'm going to give Ricky a Ponca name, but actually it's his Ponca name that we're going to revive his family name. And I don't know if you were able to bring any sage or anything. I didn't bring them. Come out of my car. You got sage? That's what we need is some sage. If you guys want to come outside, I don't feel like it'd be appropriate to be inside of an enclosed area while we're using these names. You know, it's, I don't know if anybody else want to. I got some.
No.
So it's time to translate? Yeah.
Is that right? Is there something going on that side?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's satisfied. How long were the terms?
4 years. Yeah, so I'm in my last year, and so no elections this fall. We have elections every 2 years.
Again.
Yeah. Within,
What's your voter rate? How many people vote?
we're just a small turnout. I think last time we had maybe like 170 in my district. But I think out of all our registered voters, we usually have a 55% turnout. But we don't, I forget what percentage of our members are actually
So,
registered.
through the years, the council there was kind of, they always had the same people. What we use Facebook to help us. And, normally, these people always got in, and we know for the last, 20 years, we've been fighting, and we never get a hold of it. They always have 3, we have 1. Or
we have 2.
2, and they have 2, but they've always had, they had the majority. Finally got that this last election. Got office.
Yeah, she's actually, yeah. Okay. And here's how that, so a business committee, like ours is a council, but we still have like a business committee in a way. Think about that as well too.
Yeah, and
There's 9 of us, and I work at Ponca for 2 years, and
a lot of, some of the people, they want to split where there's, the legislative issue. But you see some of these other tribes and like Osages, they always have conflict. One is suing the other, well, you overstepped your boundary, so they're always in court. The Cheyenne Rifles, they're the same way. They have their governor, and lieutenant governor, they're always fighting the courts. There's these other tribes that are like that. And they were agreeing. They always want control.
I was talking to you a little bit. Oh, yeah, why? They know it's good. Because I think it's hard for cultural director never who's been there. With like soapbox things I get on, they have a culture director to be too much of like a PR person to like other organizations and communities instead of like focusing work on very cultural incentives to the members. Like really what's the most important thing is bring that back to the people. And so then that gets that culture director holding all kinds of directions and then makes it hard for them to please all the people. That's why I'm trying to tell them when Ricky came into it is that focus just on the members that very well and then I can talk to their supervisors to how do we go around and worry about nothing wants to happen. Cultural community, whatever, that's great, but do we have enough things for the you know what I mean? There's that balance you gotta have. So I mean, you know, whole politics you gotta be a good community member and try to be and stuff, but you know, balance that out. But yeah, so then for well, I've had new culture director years ago too. Because I was culture director for a while too, and then I asked me to switch positions with Gary Robin is over there now, and Gary Debbie gets closer with Curtis, where's that other so we're related to them too. So like almost everybody, well some of them I don't know as well, but like Ken and Katie, Ricky, myself, Carrie, about Sean, I think maybe. I don't know about Reading for sure. Who else was here? We all go through that 2 goals by that community somehow. So like 60% of the trials, community students in the well, we most of them are really through that four-way side. We have Dwight who's in that community side too, outside. So, but then he's in yeah, so some of us are more closely related than others, but there's not a connection. It's like my great-great-grandma is Cole. So, yeah, so Black Coast and Big Provisions, they had boy, and then my great-great-grandma, Ramona, and then she died young though, she had great-grandma Geneva and Ramona, and she died. Looking back, we lived with him. But that's outside of it, there was the boy, there was like the 4 boys, and then Ramona, and then there was a younger girl too. And that's
whenever I took over as secretary in County, just to get in Harris County law and learn for them to apply. Because it was just hard to know.
See, it's hard to people come to different ones, and then when we got reestablished, sometimes there was some names and others got goals too, numbers, you know, so, or, you know, they were adopted and it was a second marriage with child's first marriage. Still years on that stuff. Oh, then there's a lot of going on when I'm everyone, so.
And I think that's with the language too, it's always political. You know, you have people, even, we have Dr. Lewis.
But then, you know, like simple stuff, so we didn't have to go.
At one point, I can see like for the list, like all these years, and we have people asking for words for like programs or shirts and stuff like, which is good, because people get some exposure. But then I can see in all those years of people doing that, and then like really grasp them on and holding on to it. See, I think that it seems to get feel used kind of, or feel like how important is that?
Yeah.
You know, but still, you know, there has to be a balance, so I can see.
And that's what I said earlier, you know, you have to take initiative, okay, like, if the songs are, with the, allow them to learn the travel and they don't.
You know, write it down, because in the end, right up the line, but it's only in the environment that
Yeah, that's why it's, whoever learns it, they have to want to learn. Not just come to class and, you know, we had class, but we go and like I said, I would write it down and, you know, we engage.
You could have teach, like, you know, take those classes, like, he just, he wasn't a teacher. Even with, it was his classes. I did too.
You see that, like, I thought it was real mean at first, you know, but I got to better understand it now, but I just thought about strictness and stuff.
In those classes, he got him to go out there and write words, and young kids never would pick it up.
I am better reading and writing than speaking and listening. I still have to pay attention to somebody who speaks fluently and is, you know, that normal speed of speaking. And I'm like, okay, I'll break it down and stuff. We get with that nervousness too.
That's why with these songs, you can, if you just go off the song, and that's a lot of these people have seen, they may know the songs, but they don't. Okay, but you
Like,
have,
even the ones that, the ones that sit up, they know the songs, you can remember the songs for them, you know, the meaning behind it. Sometimes that the pronunciation gets off.
that's why I say, if you don't study it, you don't know the history of it, you're not going to, don't think the word is like I said, you know, you depend, but then only you do it in the Native American church, it's the those things. So they changed that word. It should say vino. If you were talking conversation, it would be vino. If you explain it, but when you sing it, so that these guys that are singing these songs, they think that's what that word is. Not known, but it was abbreviated. Because once you start learning and breaking it down, and you'll see, that's what I would do. I started breaking some of the songs and seeing how they changed it to fit a word. You guys have any churches up here?
Well, Carrie, denomination versus chapters. Ken is pretty strong, and Carrie too, the Christianity of Ken, they're very useful in the family. So I always thought that Ken would really, really find a good voice in the songs and the hymns, and that would make it help her sing Christianity for the city. I think that would be a good avenue for her, especially if she would be on that way. Sometimes when I come down, I'll go and listen to this preach. I've been able to not for this. Nonetheless, is it?
Yeah, I got black and home, so then.
Yeah, they're all back.
It's not a good try, it's under United Methodist Church.
See, we got a whole mission. It's part of the conference. So one of the things is, you know, we have a lot of people who want to say we're members. And we sing, like a lot of songs, you know, And their seniors. That's what kind of originated. That happened. It's branched out. We got a lot of the translated. And that's what I did not at the church. My friends, one day they called for some things and nobody was there. All the people have seen them, you know. And that's how we learn. And now I look at bring it, I do it, it has all the insights, so I can read it.
I watched somebody record and share a couple of hand classes that was probably 2 years ago or so that was sometimes the Methodists, was a preacher, like this right there to the house where they would be on one. And next to the Baptist church too, it's out east.
If you, like I said, if you want to use it, just put it on the campus.
Oh, that's forward.
Yeah.
Forward those. All right. Greg was on it. Stacy's saying, hey, I can see and hear you. Life size is still on the board. Good thing we're not saying anything about Stacy.
But yeah, if you go on that. Got part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I thought it was that people weren't supposed to be are they on the classes? Because you can go straight to Ponca or the rest of us right there. Yeah, see, in the contract, it was that classes would be. So I don't know. As far as it was really just on the website, so they didn't have a login, but they're open. Yeah, now it's changed over to everything, so.
I mean, in a way that it's good because, well, I guess I look at it. And on the positive side, people can go and.
Oh, there's a learn.
Yes.
This is. This is a fine.
That's like the other way of difference. Like because they're still. You gotta come back at the end, yeah.
Oh, it's considered, okay, so let's leave it then?
Yeah, just leave it.
Okay, on this whiteboard we got here, it says they will know the ESP. Delo's an abbreviation of Delo. But when we're talking, if you use it or don't use it, sometimes when we're talking formal or somebody we're not really acquainted with, you might say Delo, or they do D. Just depends on how you want to say it. But it's real common for us just to say they don't know the ESP. My heart's glad to be here. That's how I feel today. I feel really blessed to be here. I feel really overwhelmed. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for allowing me to be here with my family. And that's how I feel today. You can say it these ways too. This way right here is abbreviation. These two right here are the proper form. So you can say they, non-D. There's multiple ways you can say this too, but like I said, until you guys start getting more familiar with our language and getting better at it, we're going to go with one way. Because one of the things that people will tell you back home is, I terrorize our elders about the many ways that they say things, and there's a lot of ways to say them. And some people won't even say it that way, and one family might just say, Tigake wale, let's go play. And one family might say, Shkade wale, let's go play. And then you think to myself, well, why are they saying that? And then one way does mean a little bit different. Tigake means kind of like to play around and make believe as a child, but it's also carried over in adulthood because of modern day Poncas use that way because the English don't differentiate to play. But as us Ponca people know that it does. In Strade, like to play some kind of activity as an adult. Could be a hand game, it could be gambling, playing currency, or it could be anything. But there's different ways to say stuff, and I'm here to give you the literal translations only so that you know. But it's still real common and whitey to say, we got for a while, let's go play. Let's play. And if you say, let's go play, you say, Tigake, they wale. But to go, let's play, it's just Tigake wale. I'm going to save this real quick. When you guys got this rolled down, I'm going to erase it, and then I'm going to start with some basic stuff. You know, today we're just going to use I'm gonna write on there, today, I got a name. You guys done with this? I'm gonna erase it. You're gonna hear it said different ways. Only the Georgia believe that. Only the Georgia believe. The first one means today I got a name. The second one says, only the Georgia believe. Today I have a name.
Could you say each one one more time, please?
Only the Georgia we believe that. Oh, there's another way. I like this way better. Yeah. When I told you there's a bunch of ways of saying it, Ponca. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Georgia. Believes that. The first way is only Georgia we believes that today I got a name. The second way is only Georgia believe today I have a name. The third way is, only Georgia believes that today I got my own name. All these are words.
So that believes it.
The bottom one's believes that.
But the first one.
Oh, the first one.
Believes it.
All right, I'm going to break all these down real quick. You guys got these wrote down? We'll break them down word for word. And then also, maybe we can go back and check on our YouTube page. Now I'm going to erase all. Are you ready or no? And then I'm going to go by word for word on it and tell you so you guys can understand. Those are 3 different ways to say I got a name today. And then let me tell you guys something. There's something that I used to try to teach my other students when you learn something. When you learn these things, learn to sing them. I'm telling you, like my brother-in-law told you, we're really singers. We sing in everything we do back home. Oh, we please just add things to it. Make it fun. Learn it. Learn it in different ways. Be vocal about it. Don't be afraid to try it. Oh, but they judge and you say it don't matter how ignorant you think you sound. You will never get it if you don't make the attempt to try it over and over repetitively. That's what I tell everybody. I said, you got to be repetitive in everything you do. And then, are you guys ready? I feel like I'm a horse with that door shut on me. I'm ready to go. All right. And this is just a recap. I know my sister, she knows Ponca real good too. Oh man, I made that credit. Don't worry. I'll go over and acting up.
Is that a comma? Comma there, comma, exactly?
Yeah, it's just showing like in English how you're separating, like say, over there. And then each other, we. So, just today. That can mean 8 or 1. Well, you already know, if you say today I got one name, it won't make sense, so use that word, and yeah, I got a name. I got, or this also means I took. Belize. Oh, ladies, y'all, we believe it. I got a name today. Some people even say today I got a name, and since he got a pause right there, they might go ahead and say that, but normally you couldn't say it unless you say over there, Carl. You know, we believe it. Today I got a name. But today I took a name. But it'd be probably better without calling it, just say I got a name today. But when you guys got this, we're going to go to the other two. Remember the 3 we had up there? We're going to show you why. How to say them and the understanding of the language and then the translation. And one thing, we got so many brilliant, fluent speakers amongst Vegas. But sometimes the thing is the hardest thing is they expect us to know. They expect us to know. And we don't always know, and they expect us to know. And the reason I say that is because when they're teaching us, they're expecting you to know exactly how it's supposed to fit. And then when I grew up, like I said, if you question them, it was disrespectful because you were expressing your element. But I got to the norm with all elders, no matter who they were, what clan they were, what family they come from, they just answered my questions. And I wrote down a lot of stuff. I got thousands of entries. People tell you I got all kinds of writings from when I did what they call phonetic, when I wrote it how it sounded to me in English. And then my Uncle Harvey Wells taught me how to write in Omaha. And then my Ponca relatives that knew how to write in Ponca didn't like that, so then they made me write this one way. They said, don't write no other way, so I never did for the past since 2012. Okay, we're going to erase this. Yep.
The last one is Belize.
You can walk all over wide, but when you get them old people laughing, playing the gambling, Belize, you got it? Well, I got it. Okay. Sister Stacy, Barbara, Connie, you guys alive?
We're here.
Here.
Hello, checking on y'all.
Thank you. We're on.
Hello. Humble Johnson, I believe. Say it, humble Johnson, I believe. Today, the name I have. I'll believe. It's almost like you're saying this. But our Ponca and Omaha relatives, you get slapped in the hand for saying that because we don't have an L. Got it. Look at it. It's just easy to say, I'll believe it. But I'll believe it. It makes a TH sound. As soon as I get done with this right foot, I'm going to go over our vowels and our consonants. I apologize. I didn't do that. My class will I get it. Okay. Amen. You can say I have a name. Remember, you don't always have to put that "we" in there because you can't match English word for word on the Ponca language. I have a name today. But in some cases, I can show you that. This word right here is two words put together. That makes today. Oh no, I forgot the B, the A. Got that? Okay, so listen, Amba means day in Ponca. Day is an abbreviation of Wale. And so when you say Amba, that means today. And just like if you say Amba, that means tonight, or some people say Amba or Hump Day. I see it three different ways to say tonight. Hump Day, and Hump. So who's to say what's right? I don't know, but you're going to hear arguments over the different ways to say some words, and that's okay. You guys got this one? Okay. Amazing. Oblize.
Is that like an A-L-O-N? Like a or is it
It's just Oblize. It does sound like that. Look, it's okay like this way. It sounds like this. Oblize. But remember, it's not Oblize, it's Oblize. Oblize. You guys are confusing. Oh, look, okay, this way down here, look, this is the correct way. Oblize. That's the wrong way to say it. Oblize. Oblize. It's got a little bit different sound to it. Like this, I'm thinking about you. Okay, look. This is correct, this is wrong. This word right here, thee. Like it's I love thee, like it is I love thee, thee. Now this right here is said like this way. Lee. So it's Oblize, not Oblize.
There's no L. It's not a TH or any other sound, it's an L sound. But
It's similar, but it's not. There's no L in Ponca or Omaha. Now, if you talk about our relatives, the Osage and the Call and the Quapaw, they have the L, but not the Ponca and the Omaha. We don't have that. We do not have the L.
That's what I got. What's it? So it's that.
I've got my own name today. Yeah, hang on, man. Okay, as soon as I write this down, I'm going to write it down for you guys. You guys got this because I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Everybody good? Well, wait if you're not.
Pencils down if you got it.
That's it, I see that tonight. Pencils
don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. You ready?
Go ahead.
All that, these symbols right here just mean this. That's all it means. That's all it means, nothing else.
That is B and the line for them.
All it is the S with a B on top of it. A Z with a B on top of it. A C with a Does anybody know what that first word is? They.
They.
What does it mean? They. Huh? It means to go. It's a verb to go. Okay, that TH sound means they. In Ponca, they. The E. Okay, we're going to get to the vowels right after this, Nancy, but I'm showing them this one. But I got to show you guys, give you that video, but hold on. Right here. I'm going to write on a minute, so you don't get it. Okay, the second one is shade. It means apple. And that word, when it has this on it, look, you got a mark like that, it means something different. It's talking about, like, could be that. But like I said, we're not going to get into all that right now. Let me just not do that. I'm going to confuse you. Okay, shade means apple. And I don't think this last one might not be appropriate. J.
Okay, wait a minute.
You knew that one, didn't you?
When I said it,
Does anybody want to tell them I don't feel like this? We'll move on. Great, just a,
Jay.
You got a shit, you got a and then you say, oh, Jay, I gotta, you know, I got, but it's a verb. I'll teach you guys now. When we start getting called verb conjugation. Okay, the last one, the CH is chew. Chew means dream. Chew.
Chew.
Green. Chew. It's green. Chew.
That's cool, but it's over. It's a global stop, and we're going to get to there too. So these are real important in our language. No, that's not what a word for choose. I don't know. That's the only word I know. If someone just say chew, I would still understand that they're either talking about sneezing or they're talking about green. Because hey chew or hey chee, depending on what tribe, like Omaha, Ponca, or some families might say hey chew. And in our language, it really means to sneeze.
So there's no difference between the spit version and green?
There is a little bit. But like I said, let's not confuse everybody. She's talking because you got spit, like spittle, and then you got to spit, and it's different. And let's not get into that because, like I said, we're going to go into verb conjugations, and then we'll go into a noun. And these are nouns too, but I'm just trying to show you. Look, right here. They, she, they, chew. That's what these mean. These right here. So, like I said, we want to get somebody that don't got a dictionary, that don't have the time to know some of these words, and then later get into it. Okay. Okay, you guys got this? Don't worry, listen, as soon as we start getting this skill with Google class or whatever, or I'll show you our curriculum, and then once we get that curriculum on some of these things, you know, when we put it up, where, I don't know who's going to put it where, if we get a Facebook, or if we're going to put it on the tribal side or what, but it's going to be up to you guys on how bad do you want to learn. Because you guys, some of these people, relatives in our class here are doing phenomenal. I've been teaching people for a long time, and some of them just cannot get it. In our language, when someone can't get it, or don't have the aptitude to understand something, that word we use is gonjinga. That means he or she don't get it. And if you say, I can't get it, gonjinga. Like I tell them, Elvis, when I talk, I'll tell them, I say, oh, hey, over there. I said, gonjinga, gonjinga. No, you know, what's my thoughts. You know, I tell them, I don't know the Ponca language, I don't understand the Ponca language that good, but I try really hard. And you do need to be, so you don't act massa. You know, you're being humble. And that's why I tell them, before you say it, and I'll say, oh, hey, you say, yeah, duba, you know, that's a proper way that I've heard men speak throughout my lifetime. Today, it's almost gone. Even when our fluent speakers talk, they still don't use that way no more. It's an older way to speak that is dying out amongst our people. And some of that stuff, we have the opportunity with you guys that are fresh to revive it. There's some people that down south ain't okay with just doing a naming ceremony out there and you see that white man or where he looked white to us, he was just staring at us. But it's okay if they look on them. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't make this any worse than what it is. Now, if we were doing something that was so sacred and holy, we wouldn't do it in front of everybody, first of all. But this is something that's good. It's good. Yes. And that's what you got to remember. And our goal, and some of these limitations that happens back home. When you start getting good at Ponca, don't be mossy. Don't be mossy at all. And what I mean by that is, don't act like you're better than the rest of the Ponca people. We got Poncas that were at home, and some of them just recently died, and I miss them because them same Poncas I miss at the drum were correcting the ones that didn't know how to sing the songs right, or know the meaning of the song, and now they're gone. And me, I'm not like that. I don't talk crazy to people at the drum. My crazy days are over. And, you know, but we had some Poncas that were so vicious that, man, they had you scared to sit at the drum sometimes. We recently lost a good one in the language and the song, and he was a great loss to our people, and I'll never forget him. And so we're going to erase this. Now we're going to go to the vowels. And in that dictionary, we will not use this. Sorry, I'm not using it, and I'm not using. I'm trying to make it. The upside down E or vowel, and we're not using that. Look in your dictionary. What page are you on, baby, okay? That I showed you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, we're not using it. Okay, page 3 in the Ponca dictionary, we are not going to use this or the upside down E. I've been around a lot of Poncas, and you guys are going to run back and tell Grandpa I'm not talking about Grandpa, I'm just not using it because other fluent speakers that I heard did not use that or make that symbol to speak Ponca, and in my classes it will not be used at all. And that's no disrespect to nobody at all. But there are even people back home that if they hear this, are going to run back and tell my Grandpa. We're not going to use that, and we're not going to use that. That's in my discussion. I really got no use in our language, and I'll show you why. And I can show you by the same people that wrote that same way that they wrote me for years, not using that sign. And so it can be. Let me just show you. The Golf. A. Same damn thing.
What is that big S supposed to be, the TH?
Briggs, I'm gonna let you speak on it. Then I'll talk to you, a little bit on Hale, let Briggs talk about that sign.
It almost sounds like an L, like some of our song, Law L.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like an L, but it's not like that.
Yeah, it's a song.
That's right. But we're not gonna use that sign. This sign right here, I'm gonna show you. There's no difference in using that in Ponca and Omaha. This sound right here, I don't care, we don't need that because when you're singing it and you're talking it, now when they sing in the song, it's like how they said,
Almost like you're saying that.
or something like that. But the same man that made this sign, I got numerous documentation that he wrote me this way right here. This sound, I believe, will confuse you. I don't believe it's going to help benefit you in furthering that. And like I said, my grandfather has a PhD in multiple degrees and he's fluent. And I love him to death. And he's my greatest teacher as an adult. And but I don't care if we're not using that sign.
I have a question. So we don't use that L, we not I sound either. According to the dictionary, that's what that symbol's supposed to be. Is it?
It's supposed to be dictionary. I've read it many times, but when you start thinking conversation with Ponca, you don't make that sound. So just scratch it out. I want to make sure we're not going forward with that. So let's scratch it out and upside down. The one, the upside down E, we're not using that either. We're not using that. And the only time that E will change is when you're doing this. Look. That acute accent marker right there, and this is the glottal stop, and this is the, they said, gav, it ain't great, it's a, he said, the quick term, golf, or grov, it's, but it's spelled like great, but it's not pronounced that way. Grov, it's grov, that's what it's grov. This is a grov right here. When they look like this, look at my hands. In the Ponca language, there's an A, there's an E. Okay, when you say, you're raising your pitch right here, it's dropping here. So I just like, now we're going to do this, look. You got a glottal stop. How this is, it stops it because it's got it down, it has a parameter. It cannot cross that because it's stopping it right here from going any higher, high pitch. This is a stopper. It will not let this high pitch go any further than what's already there. Right here, it doesn't have the container. It's correct though. This is going to be our last part. We're going to close it out. That's an O. Okay, these are vowels in Ponca. The A, when you see it written, makes the sound ah. Hey. Nose. That's a food. Abbreviation is again. She means again. It's abbreviation. Really, sheep. Sheep. Okay. Let's see. Sister, you remember how they said in Ponca, halo jump for swing? Halo jump. Who's got, look in your dictionary for swing. Halo jump. Halo jump. I think it's ATETA/OZA. No, I don't know. Swing. There's not, in the Ponca language, we don't use the O very often. That's one way. In our Omaha relatives, they use the O, but we don't use it like that. But I know that we use it in swing. That's a normal A for swing.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're wrong. Hold on. I don't know what word we could use this for the O. I don't know. But anyway, it makes it sound like boat. We'll go with English. But it's not commonly used in our language, and that's why I can't think of a word to use on it. So it's the boat or goat. I just got a goat last week. Goat. Huh? Yeah. I could have sworn I said that hey dude. Hey, I gotta look at my repertoire over there. And see, that's what I'm talking about. When some people will write the same thing and they'll change it on something else. Hey, this boss wants to swing. But those are what they call our 5 vowels in Ponca. You guys got that? Because we're going to erase them.
Yep.
Eagle, what was that last word? What was that mean?
The swing.
Swing.
Okay, these right here are novelized vowels. This one right here, people, when I say it to them, kids will say, you sound retarded, because it's A, E, O, U. A, E, O, U. And feel it in your nose, it's called a novelized nasal vowel. See, I was right here, look, I told you they used the O. Halo Bajan, swing. So like I said, in Ponca, you can say it, that's the only other word I knew how to say it with an O. And I found it in some of our writings, and you could also say it with Halo Bajan. Or Halo Bajan, both ways it says it correct, because I got it by the same author. But that's the only word I could think of on.
That's straight.
Huh?
That's a straight O, not nasal O. Right.
It's a nasal O.
Okay.
Nasal O. Not O. Let's see. So we'll give a couple examples. Oh, wrong one. Die. Hand game. E-U-T. It's a big game. Is it, let's take a hand, raise your hand right now if you guys ever play the hand game. We're gonna have to bring that back, but we gotta bring a couple seniors up there. Carl, Carl, we all play hand games. Hand games, you gotta learn to get your dance on. You got people. Doing all kind of crazy stuff. But I'm telling you, that's what you gotta bring back. And if we can get Ponca seniors, even on this, we could use Omaha seniors, I ain't gonna lie, because we sing the same. Well, some of us, they might have made some newer songs, but we made some newer songs, but other than that, being that they're closer, we may have to use them. Or if the council or the director can get some Ponca seniors up there, because we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna need
Steve does it. Yeah, Steve does it. Yeah. We got it.
So we're gonna have to do that. And also, you guys over here, I only got 6 people, but I thought we had 8 people, and I can't do it. I got Rainbow, I got Star Woman, I got Big Chest, Birdhead, and then I got Iron Thunder Woman with Butterfly. I got Butterfly, and then I got Star. Yeah. Star. Which one do you we have to keep it wrote down, especially if we don't have any names. We got is that all of them? I'm missing somebody.
I recorded all of them except for the last 2 people.
Okay, on this last 2 from her, we got Rainbow and then we got Butterfly. And this is Ponca, we did Mother, you lose hooked on Laozi.
Not Mother, he said.
Not Malde, can't say that.
Malde.
Go Oh, you gotta know the language. You gotta know the language.
He said it. I said Malde, she said that. Whatever she said.
It's all you gotta what you're saying. Look.
So I said Malde.
Everybody got it. Okay, look, we got this. They take a picture of what's going on. I want you guys to see something 2 ways. She just made a mistake, and when you make a mistake, you either say, okay, so one of them said iron, and the other one said breast. Malde means breast. Malde means iron and metal. Let me show you. Thank you.
She's okay.
Oh.
It is close, but when you guys start to speak Ponca better, you're gonna understand. This is look at this.
You get with a little accent, right?
And take, also be buffalo.
Yeah, they're not paint, it's fake.
Just take.
You guys look right here, there's a difference in our language. You gotta pay attention to these, accent markers. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna say the wrong thing. Like what she did, she made a mistake. Instead of saying mom's, she said mom's. So instead of saying metal, she said breast, a woman's breast. And so you guys have to be careful on how you speak. Well, I just deleted it then. Okay, but you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. You know what's crazy is in Dakota they say Mazuska.
Voila.
Yeah, Mazuska. It's the same place.
Mazuska.
It's really similar.
That means metal, white metal, same thing as us. Mazo.
Scotland's way, yeah. It's the same in Dakota too. Why is that?
Volate.
Go with the accent.
Okay, look, I want you guys to pay attention real quick. She said it right. She said it right.
I'm trying to
Okay, she said, look, latte. Now the second one, latte. You see it, Kevin? Latte.
Yeah, the way the line goes.
You see, you keep saying it over and over, you're gonna start making. That makes sense. Not like tables, not like eating.
Wow.
And it's just like how this one, back to this one.
So will I think you get them to
So when you want to say eat that,
There's some of us that when we talk English, and there are words and sentences on Katie, and I know it's Katie and I are that way. So it's even harder for some of us to talk like that. Even when I finish my sentences, I talk. And you never know if I'm done with my speaking or not. Language goes then. We don't do that thing. Some of us do.
Oh, it's not your English word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for some of us, we work hard on it.
Like back home, they tease each other. Mom, tease each other.
Big breasts.
Big breasts. Big, they talk rock before they talk rock. Yeah. Just like he said, I hear other things when he said, they talk like that. Lean day, nowhere else. Lean day, they talk like that.
Lean game.
Yeah.
Good job,
Crazy. He was crazy.
You know all the backwards.
Okay.
I know, that's
Your cousin over here.
You want to go on? No.
I'll be back. I'll take it well. Okay. So don't say nothing. Okay.
Are you ready to go?
No.
You're coming back.
Yeah.
Like I said, well, I guess, you know, to close out with the same prayer, this simple prayer. And then,
you want to get some.
oh, okay, well, before you pray, we'll let you take it.
Raven. The chair. What's up? Get them. I wish I had been around this room coming out of it.
I just wanted to say that it's a historical thing, I believe, that happened this afternoon. That, excuse me, it's been a historical thing that we got happening this afternoon with our Ponca people from the north and the south. That, you know, Ponca, you come home for a little bit and get to meet relatives, you know, get to meet some people in person. And then we carry this tradition on until we're a whole people again, unified as one. And you remember that we're the same people. We'll never think that you're different than us, and we're different from you because we're not. And I want to thank the committee and the council for the opportunity to allow me to be present today. I just want to say that much. Shana, you take it. You guys are done. Give it to Nancy.
Father God, Lord Jesus, we pray for you this time, and thank you for this time because together, that all the ones that traveled here, Father, that you brought them here safe. We ask that you bless them and take them home safe and let their homes be the same as they left. Pray that you bless each and every one of us here that represents our families, Father. And ask that you help us to absorb all that we can and learn from one another. Pray for one another, be good to one another, Father. We ask that you watch over all the children, our little ones, protect them, keep them safe and healthy. We just ask that you give us all traveling mercies as we go for our homes. We ask and pray these things in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. Right before I shut this screen down, I'm going to give you guys my email and my phone number if you'd like to get a hold of me. That way I can just tell everybody if you want to write it down. Good, if not, good.
No, we got, you guys guys. But this is.
You're
gonna have this.
Yeah. I don't know if you don't work with me, I'm not so good. No, we might just take we'll just take the night off. I'll tell you. Okay. Class, we're gonna take the rest of the night off. We'll continue tomorrow at we're probably gonna start back tomorrow between 1 to 3. And then we'll be heading home while I'll be teaching, but I'll be using my phone. If my phone won't drop, it's just the laptop, and I'm using my hotspot. I don't know why I'm pick it up. So we're going to continue tomorrow from 1 to 3, and then tomorrow evening 6 to 8.
Leave the hall.
Leave the hall.
So when you hear about it, what's the difference?
Just a minute.
Just a man's right? So very much.
It makes sense. Read my home. It doesn't matter. And if you really want to say, you just say, leave the home. Leave the home. I'm thinking my home is like a real personal one. We're really good. Like you guys got like saying a unit of soldiers went into battle. The ones who lived came out. We're a close-knit family, or somebody that you really you got a good relationship with. You might say, leave the home. Leave the home. Okay, there's my name and phone number, and there's my email. And that's the same name I got on Facebook and everything, Messenger.
Yeah. Oh, we're not done yet. What you do for mileage, just, save your receipts for stuff. And for mileage, lately, it's just mileage.
I took it right here to the gas station. When I get back, I'll take a picture.
And then just ask my agent, and everybody you check here.
Thank you very much. Like I said, the committee of all, assistants, whenever we get a chance, we got a lot of people. Rebellion.
He has like we got.
And then also we got seniors like for the big game. Different things, like I said before, the thing is that we have to start training people to sing up here.
Yeah.
You gotta train them. You gotta be my sister makes one of those like that.
I'm learning firsthand.
Yeah, they used to call them, and the songs that we got,
I think that would be good.
I'll get everything that people are doing, and then also this Ponca power. I want to get you that one to all people that make these work, different cities and counties and stuff like that.
That's your biggest
Yes, bring everybody's stuff right down to
and then already, we could probably get that in the conference.
Yeah.
Because that's not that much. I tried to get this, that's why I just, so we could do that.
Yeah.
You still need to do
we're just talking about the schedule. Okay, yeah, well, that's gonna change. I should have stayed more night. Now it's late. I know.
I should
just stay. Sleep on the floor. No, it's what, keep side. I gotta turn my head in front of the yard.
I'll see you. I mean, it's deadly.
Just like my son, when he's over.
We do have an SDA versus we do have somebody in SDA attending the classes regularly.
649-0274.
That's good news. That's good. We keep going forward because our plan is, but our plan is to move, forward to the apprentice classes. Eventually, we would like to hire you on part-time. on site. Yeah, well, I think that's kind of that would be awesome.
I knew my grandma was living because I didn't, my dad was never around too much.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, no, that'd be nice, yeah. It's fun to figure out what we're going to do with it. Yeah.
There's one slice of cheese pizza left.
I know, I specifically brought Katie, I was like, we need a bunch of stuff.
I'll make a pig with cheese salad.
Just not lots of cheese pizza,
I can't give it up. I got the doctor that I'm going to
Yeah, we're about to finish up, we need to just get the schedule fixed up. Alright, I'll just leave that one. There you go. Okay. I can get that.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So they really loved it.
Early on, I did talk to her. Wow. But then I got up for late. So she got me sent off that. That kind of ruined it, like, I remember the engine, like, right there. Why do you like